What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Call of the Sea episode 5. We are about to go figure out the different sea levels and what they correspond to the keys, and then we are going to go play that giant organ. I think I got my piece of paper here to write it all down.
God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me.
But
although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
yeah, we're gonna go do that. I was hoping she'd write them down in her journal, but for some reason she writes everything down, like except that stuff that we saw, and I don't understand why. Like, you'd think that would be some pretty important information to write down, but the game doesn't seem to write it down. So we'll go write it down ourselves, which is fine. It's no big deal. I can definitely do that. The game is just, you know, it's accustomed. It makes you accustomed to it writing down the things that you'll need, and then it doesn't write down something like this. I guess it like expects you to memorize it or something, but I mean, there was 4 different tide levels to memorize, and I'm not doing that. 4 different tide levels with like 7 different keys. Yeah, no. Like, unless I'm supposed to like walk up and like look at it, you know. So we got full tide. Let's see. Well, get our piece of paper out here. So full tide. So 1 equals 4, 2 equals 1, 3 equals 2, 4 equals 3, 5 equals 4, 6 equals 5. Wait, no, sorry. 1 equals 7, my bad. And 7 equals 6. Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Next. Then we got like a third of the tide. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. Next is like almost like a half tide, maybe a little bit less. You know, still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay.
I think this is the right one.
And the bottom tide there. Oh, which she writes down. Of course she does. Why would you do this to me? Ooh, jump in the black liquid and become crazy. Gotcha. Alright. I start writing down all the things because it doesn't write it down for me originally. And then... Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So I'm assuming the ones we need are the Hertz levels. So I'm assuming the ones that we need are 262, 349, and 415. So we need 1, but 1 is 7. Or no, sorry, 1 is 5. So we need 5. And then we need 4, which is 1. So 5. 5, 1, 2. 5, 1, 2 is what we need, it looks like. And I'm assuming that means open, but it might also mean closed. So we'll have to do it both ways. We'll do it open first. So I think it was 5, 1, 2. We'll check again when we get up there, but no big deal. I figured there'd be like a shortcut, you know, over there, but I didn't see it. There very well could be. Also, did I get any more log notes? Doesn't appear like I did. That's okay. No big deal. I'll get more to read when I do this, I'm sure. Alrighty. I feel like that has something to do with it too. Okay, so let's see what we need. We need 262, 349, and 415. So 262 is normally 1. But 1 right now is 5. So we need 5. 349. It's normally 4, but it's 1, so we need 1, 5. Sorry. Yeah, 1, 5. And then 415 is normally 6, but it's 2. So 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. So 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. So 1 is open. 1 is open. 1. 2 is open. This is not 5. Is it? Okay. No, close it. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. It's 5. Okay, so that. So did I close everything else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 down there. Okay, so I mean those should be the ones, right? No. So do we need to like do the opposite? Maybe we needed to do the opposite. Have those open and the other ones closed. I'm not sure. But I guess we'll try it. I think that was all of them. Okay. Now, what's going on with this? I'm not sure what to do with this. Or what to do with this, honestly. What happens if we like close all of them? See, the puzzles that are bigger like this in multiple areas are a little bit harder for me to do, and I don't like it's just they're too wide open, I guess. And it starts to confuse me. I don't like it. And I don't like it. But so now all the bottom ones. So I'm confused. We need like the we need it to like flow through the ones that we're doing, I guess. So we need it to flow through one? Yeah, maybe. So what happens if I do this? It flows through. And then we need it to flow through. So 262 is 1, but 1 is 5. So 5 was down over here. Okay. Just re-looking at the puzzle again, you know? Okay. So yeah, so 262. 262 is 1. 1 is actually 5 right now because of the sea level. So 5. So we did 5. Then 349 is normally 4, but 4 is 1. So we opened 1. 415. So 415 is normally 6, but 6 is 2. So we should open 2. Sworn I already did this. I already did. Oh, but this is closed now. Ah, maybe. Alright. Well. That works for me. I'll take it. I guess we just needed to close that or something. I don't know. I'm not fully aware of how organs work. So what is out here for us, I wonder? A button. It'll take us up some more. Little box with a love note for us again, maybe?
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Norah. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
Okay.
Let's see what the next one does.
Right? Brings out another one over there. Interesting. We're gonna get one on the other side now? Yep. And we're gonna get one like mirroring it on the other on that side as well. Yep. Is the big one in the middle gonna come up now? Oh yes. I believe we have opened our way to where we are going next.
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
Well, let's go.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
Sorry about that. I heard a lot of thumping around going on, and it was my doggies thumping around in the other room. No big deal. I just was very confused for a second. I was like, why are we thumping so much? But figured it out. It's all good. Just can't really look at any of that stuff. I wonder if we went down, if anything would happen. But no, forward we go. Must find our husband. Where are you, husband? I'm assuming that was that chapter. Moving on to what chapter 1 was that? That was chapter 3? So moving on to chapter 4, I guess?
Whew, that was quite a hike.
Chapter 4. Quite a show. Awesome. Let's go. Then shall we?
I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path?
Kind of what it seems like, isn't it? Kind of what it seems like. I'm trying to itch my foot right now, but I don't want to like stop playing the game, so I'm doing it with my foot. But my foot was caught in the blanket.
Top of the mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here.
Oh my. There's a lot going on through here, isn't there?
Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it.
For sure.
These drops of rain are so refreshing. Feels really good. Are these figures singing like a choir?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, I thought it was going to give us a cool view if we went out over that. They'd be like, oh, but no. Nothing of the sort happened.
Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents.
Well, that's
All
not
but
good.
one. A torn picture. Maybe the Polynesian guide didn't like people taking pictures of his scar.
Maybe.
The only tent that came out of the rock slide in one piece is the one filled with amulets.
Wow. Coincidence? Well, if you trust Gibbs, there is no such thing as coincidence. Who's Gibbs, you ask? Yeah, figured out. Mr. Franklin Drayton Jr., 12 Grant Street, Mound Bayou, Mississippi. Dear Mr. Drayton, we acknowledge receipt of your letter of July 30th enclosing your application for admission to our School of Engineering. I'm sorry to inform you that you are not authorized to we are not authorized to consider a colored person for admission. I regret that we cannot help you in this regard. Yours truly.
They
That
didn't
sucks.
accept Frank in the university. They should be ashamed.
I agree. That's bleh.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm sorry, but art has never been your thing, old pal.
Looks an awful lot like the lady that jumped into the black goo. I'm just saying, in that little projector thing that we saw last time. Just saying. Hello?
I'm not sure if Harry ever got to read this note.
Mr. Harry, you're a good man. I know you love your wife. Do yourself a favor and return home to her. Here you won't find anything but death. Leave now. Cass will try to convince you to do otherwise, but she's only interested in getting a good scoop. Don't listen to her. I have no strength left. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Frank. So we don't really know what we're doing on this one yet. Got a little symbol written here. Oh, and the log. Cool. Found another of the letters Harry wrote on the island. I know he's gone through a lot and it seemed to be affecting him deeply. I wonder why I'm not experimenting. I feel like I should be experiencing any of the sensations Harry did. I don't know how to explain it, but my sensation isn't that this island is dangerous. Puzzling, yes. Perplexing, definitely. Maybe even unearthly, but not dangerous. Carefully studied the notes of the expedition left behind, and I managed to make it work. The organ played a haunting tone, and some pillars of basalt rose up from beneath the sea. What a spectacular sight. What did they use this for? The final notes of the organ made a gigantic stone structure appear before my eyes, showing me a mountain peak where a temple was. That must be where Harry was headed. Maybe crowds used to gather in this place to sing certain music to open that door. The rock slide crushed all the tents in the camp except the one protected by the amulets. And then we wrote this. Interesting. Okay. Just an idea here. Because, you know, it kind of looks like the Timble and then, okay. You know, I think you guys understood my idea there. Didn't do anything, though, so maybe something else. Obviously a puzzle there, though, that we'll have to figure out in the future. Oh, here's another one. See? I don't know. Something going on with that. Once we figure one of them out, we'll figure them all out, I'm sure. These like speakers? They look kind of like speakers, don't they?
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this. Not now. Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. That clear enough for you?
Hey, Ma!
Fine. Same to you. Please, Cass, activate it. Working. Come on. Yes, it's working. Is something wrong, Harry?
The ground is shaking. No!
No, I can't.
I told you, Everhart. You damn fool! You're going to kill us all!
Turn it off.
Well. And there's that.
So I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
I'm so stupid, such an arrogant idiot that Roxley could have killed everybody, and all thanks to my stubbornness.
Dead as a doornail.
Okay. We'll have to figure out a way to get the power back on as well. Okay, well, this one to me looks like the top and the bottom, I'm just saying. So I'm going to turn that on.
Homemade loud. There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater.
Looks like that to me, I'm just saying. Oh, log. There's some sort of amphitheater where Harry and his crew built a complex sound system. When Harry turned the sound system on, he probably did something wrong and caused a rock slide.
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
Probably. That would be a good bet.
There's a symbol inside.
Oh, we fell. Strange symbols in the empty pool. Uh-huh, okay. It's interesting.
This door looks thicker than any I've ever seen.
It's interesting how it's empty, but there's water everywhere, you know? Like water surrounding it and stuff. Like, why isn't it not filling? Why is it not filling up? Is there another way up? Yeah, there was. Okay, cool. Another grave.
Oh no! Frank died.
Sad.
So Frank fought in the Great War. Oh, Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling.
Poor Frank.
I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man, and he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's.
That is sad indeed. Got a water
There's
wheel
a
here.
turbine to generate electricity under the falling water, but the stream isn't close enough to the wheel. These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine.
We need more water. Need more water. Okay, so can we like put one of these down now? We can. We can pull that one. And that one let us pull that one. So maybe we need to do it in like reverse order here? Maybe this needs to be spinning first. Perhaps, I don't know.
No power.
The Bible.
It must have belonged to Frank. He thought it was a flesh wound, but it kept getting worse.
Try to do something with this wound from DeWitt's attack. No matter what I do, it still looks infected. I feel worse every day. Dang. It's a sucky way to go. Not a fun way to go there, my friend. Okay. So we need power, but to get power, we need this to be in the water somehow. How do we get more water to come out of there? Wait a minute.
I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends.
It
When you
has to do
finally
with
do
that.
get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up.
So I feel like that controls the water flow.
Built all this just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz.
Must be. Didn't even realize I'd backed up so far, honestly.
His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looked so thin. They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, old pal.
Reproducing the effect of the organ, loudspeakers, generator.
Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right?
According to the legend that said the continent Mu sank into the Pacific thousands of years ago, its massive stone structures, generally irregular in shape, contrast with the unique use of diamond shapes. This is reminiscent of other rhomboid symbols such as the Lozong or the Hindu Lakshmi star. However, experts believe that the specific case of the Nakal structures, instead of representing fertility and prosperity, the rhombus was a sign of transformation and evolution.
Harry's convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple.
Temple, black ooze, Nora's illness got the door to open. I'll have to use the ship's turbine and juggle with the things I got from the ship to make this work. Let's see if I can manage the power of the whole set just with the scarce materials that I have. Well, you did good, man.
No power.
Yeah, we need power. We need some power for sure. We'll get there. Hopefully. Secret back there. I bet that's the hidden object in this chapter, if I had to guess. What's up here?
Dead as a doornail.
Ah, yes. Pointless for me to climb up here right now, isn't it? Because we have no power. We already know that. Well, let's try to go check out that hidden picture back there before we move on from this episode, because we're nearly at the end. There we go. Down the ladder I go. It's really good that they so like you see how when you climb up it kind of it doesn't focus on it, but it puts it into your vision, that picture.
Looks like a sneaky snapshot. She doesn't look at all happy.
It's kind of nice that they did that, in all honesty. It kind of like shows you that, hey, you can come over here and check stuff out. Doesn't look like anything else is back there, though. But we are getting to the end of the episode, guys. So I think that's probably going to do it for us. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Call of the Sea, make sure to give it a like. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and the bell. It helps me out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.